Warning. You're about to embark on an adventure of epic proportions. Buckle up, bucko. You're now tuned in to The Epic Show. With your hosts, Gabe and Dave. Coming to you live from the Epic Center.
Back, everybody, episode 68, the Epic Show podcast.
And we're back with
We're back, guys.
episode 68.
Yeah, and we got a couple things to share with you
Let's
guys.
just
this week.
have fun this episode.
First of all, Jacob Simmons, we thought we forgot about you. And you can go fuck yourself. And also, Jack Daniels. Jack Danielson?
Jack Daniels, it's a beverage.
Is somebody actually named?
It's a beverage.
This probably somebody.
Yeah, it's a drunkard's son.
You
His
think
name Jack Daniels.
his last name?
The mother had no say.
Wait, what if
The mother had no say in the name.
What if it was the wife's last name was Daniels, and the husband was like, wouldn't it be funny if I took your maiden name and then we named our son Jack?
Jack.
All the trouble.
Because a guy who drinks Jack Daniels would never take his wife's maiden name.
Well, I drink Jack Daniels without a chaser.
That's the only hard thing about you, man.
I drink my coffee black, my Jack Daniels on the rocks.
He drinks everything
And
straight,
I watch.
and that's the only straight thing about him.
It's like I do that on purpose just to like balance out.
Just to throw it off. Just to throw off the equilibrium.
Yeah. And then I wear earrings and
go to church.
so last week, if you guys remember, we did a little cologne guessing. And I completely
You got every
aced it.
single one right.
Yeah. So
was-
if I get even 2 out of 3 of these, I'm gonna start getting cocky.
No, yeah, you're on to
I'm
something.
gonna start thinking that I'm like I have the nose of the nose god or
The nose of
whatever the Greek god is who has the nose.
of scent.
Or they all have noses because they're Greek. But
Yeah, well.
whichever one had the best nose.
So before we get into that, I opened up Bumble today.
Ooh.
And
This
I
is
was
like a first
looking
time.
for
Free swipes.
a couple of bios.
A couple of thirds.
A couple of bios to bring up on the podcast. And the first one I opened, I just screenshotted and I closed the app because this was great.
Okay. You're like, that'll do it?
I gave the quote unquote nice fat guy with a gambling problem a shot and got hurt.
Ooh.
I'm also a washed up truck driver. So who's interested? And she's 23 years old.
She got banned on Facebook dating and then made a Bumble account.
No, she definitely did. You gave the
crazy.
fat guy with the gambling problem a
It's
shot.
very specific. What did you get a swipe back on that, or you just?
I'm not
didn't even
checking.
bother?
Not checking.
I don't
Well,
need-
I
I
feel
don't
like
need the
if
validation.
she gave, you see, if she already gave the nice fat guy a shot
Well, you're not a gambling addict,
yet,
but you're.
that's
you're
not
thinning the line.
completely out of the cards.
It's not a vice
for me.
that I'm not willing to pick
It's
up.
really not out of the cards for me. So I'm also not the nicest guy. So, but she wouldn't be able to tell that, you know.
Yeah,
Either way.
based off of.
Based off of
one-
my Bumble profile, where my bio literally says I'm always right. So maybe
Well,
she
maybe
would.
she would a little bit.
Maybe she'd get an idea.
It's a good bio.
So David is a possible scent prodigy.
I'm known as Gallon Nose.
What we do here is I spray 3 different fragrances, and he tries to rank them
Based on the price.
based on the price. So I have
Cheapest.
cheap, middle tier, and expensive. He's going to rank them according to that, according to which one he thinks is least expensive to most expensive, and then at the end he's going to try and match up the bottles with the scents.
Last time I went 6 for 6. So.
Last time he went 6 for 6, which is crazy.
It's actually never been done before.
So go ahead and close your eyes.
Okay.
We'll give the first one a spritz.
That's nice. That's Calvin
nice.
Klein, isn't it?
No.
Damn it.
It does
That's a
not,
good
but that
one.
doesn't count against. That doesn't count against.
Initial guess, it's the middle. Is there 3 again?
There's 3.
I'm gonna say this middle. That's very nice.
Now these are all under the same family as blue fragrances. Okay.
Okay, I could. Yeah, I can see.
So these are going to be fresh in
Yeah,
blue
yeah,
bottles, right?
Oh, that's more masculine. I like that more.
Like that one more.
I'd say that's more expensive than the previous one.
Okay.
But so
You
it's
like
really
the-
if this one's gonna be a cheap one.
You prefer
or,
that one?
I prefer that. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and here is the last one.
There's something going on with that.
There's something going
It's
on
either
with
the
that.
cheapest or the most expensive. I
Here you
think
go. Keep on some. You can.
I'm gonna say that's the cheapest. So I'm gonna say first one's the middle, second one is the most expensive. That's the cheapest.
Okay.
Is that wrong?
So you got the middle right.
I mixed them.
You got the middle right, and you got the most expensive and the cheapest confused.
Yeah.
Which is actually a pretty good thing. Okay, so I'll just show you the. Okay, this
That's
is the
the
one you
middle
got
one.
right.
Yeah, yeah,
This is the middle one. You said it was a young man's fragrance.
yeah, yeah. It's like a
So we'll put that in the
sea
middle.
battle. It's a
This is
battleship set?
Nautica Voyage North 83. So Nautica Voyage, the original, is super popular. It smells like cucumber. But this was made to be like their nighttime
Mhm.
date fragrance, kind of fresh
Yeah.
one during the summer.
It's middle.
But it was $20.
Oh, that was
Um,
the mid. So what was the cheapest one? Like $5-10?
$5.
Oh God, I thought it was the most expensive.
And this is the cheapest one.
Oh,
English Laundry.
I have that brand.
Yes, you have this brand.
Yeah,
Yeah. English Laundry Throne.
yeah.
And this is their blue fragrance.
Was it cheap because it's small, or is it?
No, the full size bottle is 13. This one was
Oh.
5.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, still cheaper than that. But yeah, this is their blue fragrance,
Mhm.
and you guessed this to be the most expensive.
Damn
It was close.
I was just trying to decide.
Yeah, it could have gone either way.
And then it was Polo. Was the last
Prada
Prada?
Ocean. You guessed
That's the
this,
most?
the least expensive. This is $130.
It's 130.
So you got the $5 one. You,
Yeah.
you thought the $5 one was more expensive.
I think
$130.
I based that one because that one has more of like more coming at you.
Yeah, this
But
one
it doesn't mean
isn't
it's better, but
exactly.
I thought more was better. More was
I had a feeling
Price.
that this one would throw you off
yeah.
because
You
it
get
does smell good and it smells expensive. It doesn't last. It lasts like
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Yeah, that's how mine
So,
was too. With that
yeah.
brand, it
Yep.
lasts 20 minutes and then
The last
you're
20
done.
minutes
And
and
it
then
was
you're
100
toast.
something.
But
Yeah.
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 Congrats.
One for
You got one
not
for
as
3.
cocky, but
Not as cocky, but
I think it's another issue that I've gotten so many compliments for Dior Sauvage.
No.
It's become like the only thing I wear now. Because like I never get compliments on
truthfully,
anything else. I've had
right.
other like known things.
Truthfully, stick with it. Who cares?
Maybe it just works well with
Who
me,
cares?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
no. I mean, I wear it. I've been wearing it to work because I'm a car salesman.
And you want
and
people to
I
associate.
want it to be a mass appealing thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, that is
so,
true. That is. I want to get into some sales tactics.
Yeah, but we
But,
can totally get into some sales tactics. I'm a trained. I've been through Cellcology now, a course. called
Yeah, and I was gonna ask
Cellcology.
about it because you sent me this like presentation, and it's like this guy like on his face on the PowerPoint, and just like the
Yeah.
sales. What did it say? It was like
It was the mass.
sales 101 basically.
Yeah, it was the basics of Cellcology.
And then I want to play the video actually of the push-ups,
Yeah, go
or I'll
ahead.
just like play it in editing. But
Yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah.
like the if you're on video, guys. It's these,
Somehow.
it's like two guys face to face doing
Yeah.
push-ups, like looking each other's eyes.
Yeah. So
What was the message?
So how that started was, I don't remember, but of course it's a group. There's a group of about 30 men in a room,
Oh yeah.
and there was a stage involved in a power hierarchy. Of course, there was going to be a push-up battle.
Yeah, and,
Eventually,
like-
you knew there was going to be something. Okay, whether
It
it
was a
be
lesson.
wall sits, push-ups, whatever. So this guy went up there and was like, "No. The trainer
Mhm.
of the whole thing pointed to this one guy, and he was like, 'How many push-ups can you do?'
More than you.
And he was like,
Too many to count.
he was like 30.
Yeah, it's a safe number.
And the guy was like, okay, come up here and do 30 then. And I'll give you $20.
Okay.
And he bitched out.
Why? That's not that bad.
I know, right?
If you like somewhat in shape.
No,
even.
yeah, no. I don't know why he was such
That's
a
like
coward.
the minimum for like the push-up test on.
Yeah,
Like
he was
PE.
a coward. He was a big coward. And then that got everyone else riled up.
They all
And
wanted
everyone
to
else
do it.
was like, man, I can do 30. Give me $20.
Yeah.
You know?
So it was a test.
And it actually turned out to be two guys from the same car dealership that went up there against each other, and they had $200 on the line
Up for like whoever
between
just
themselves.
Stopped.
Between themselves. Whoever stopped first. It escalated to that very quickly.
Can you do it like really slow? Is it like a race?
They
at all,
were
or
just
is it
going boom, 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 boom. The one guy stopped at like 45. The other guy
Right.
stopped at 60.
45-minute seminar. These guys have been together for 15 minutes.
Yeah. So that's all that was. I just thought it was a hilarious video.
Well, what was
To
like
be
his
like-
message after?
Oh, I don't know.
There's not
That,
like
there
a,
wasn't. That
you
wasn't
see
really.
how they
That
all
wasn't,
lined up to like, after they saw his cowardice. Like nothing like that.
no, it wasn't anything like that. It
It was just like
the
a
whole push-up thing was kind of just.
tension reliever or what?
I don't know. I don't think I don't think it was really a part of the curriculum.
He just wanted to
I
see,
just
like,
think he wanted
who's the
to
most
see.
fit in here.
Yeah, I just wanted. I think he just,
Just like
wanted-
in-
there wasn't really a lesson. We just kind of moved on or went to lunch after.
Okay.
There wasn't really much to do with that.
You didn't say anything that you weren't like, I could do. I could do
No.
32.
I was like, no. I was wearing a jacket.
Yeah,
and I don't
right?
think
You'd
I
be
could.
sweating.
I
in
don't
there.
think I. Well, a gun to my head, I could do 30, but that's probably it.
Yeah.
I think my max, my absolute, my family has guns to their head.
Yeah.
I need to do 30
Yeah, I
push-ups.
could do
I
30.
can do 30,
Yeah.
but it won't be pretty.
And you might not count some of them. But
And some of them, my knees.
yeah.
might
What
have
if
to
you
be
started
down.
like, that was the worst whenever like you were doing PE and then you did like 4 and they're just like 2. Oh my God, this is the best I got,
Screaming.
bro. Just give it to me.
please?
Like a grown ass man whose guts protruding. You can't even see
Yeah,
you
no, his
doing it.
guts protruding, and he's
like,
like on his
3,
phone.
3. And then,
Really?
I'm 6, man.
He's like our age now.
Right.
Like,
He was our
no,
age
yeah,
doing
he's
that.
just like our age, just being like,
Our coach.
like
If
7-year-olds.
he's listening to this, he's like, "You guys talking
Sometimes
about
he
me?"
listens.
I'm not talking
But
about
this
him.
is not the guy that his
No, he
his
has
gut
no
was
gut.
protruding.
He's anti
This
gut.
guy is good looking. He looked like a wolf though.
He did.
And I told him that from a young age, and he got really mad. It's the only time I really ever got under his skin.
That's
I would just
Hard to
tell him
believe.
that he looked like a wolf.
you look like a wolf, right?
I think that he struggled with that fact
He knew it deep
for a
down.
long time. Yeah.
What if you like edited? If you were proficient in Photoshop at the time, and you edited like a picture of him on top of the school with the moon, he
No,
would have
he would've-
lost it.
Yeah, no.
Oh, like
He
all the
would've quit
wolf
his job.
filters at the time. There was
Oh,
no,
if the wolf trend was
there's
around,
no filters.
we would have cooked his shit crazily.
God.
He would have been on TikTok.
Actually, thinking about the ridicule that teachers probably go through now, just getting Snapchat filter cap-cutted into a meme,
Yeah.
like just automated AI meme just from one like
Yeah.
video.
Their voice recorded. And then,
Oh.
like using AI.
Wait, I wonder if students do that, because I would definitely do that as like a joke.
I would do that. I would AI their voice.
And
I
be
would-
like,
I would
"School's
AI
out,
my- I would-
kids,
I would-
everyone." Oh, what if you like call your parents
That's what I was thinking.
as that, and you're like, just want to
He's
say,
not coming in today.
Yeah, we're
He's not
don't have
coming in
school.
today.
Your son is not coming in today.
No, no,
No school, snow.
no, no, not that, not that. I would call as my mom.
Oh yeah, that's
I'd be
better.
like, Gabriel is very sick. Gabriel is not coming in today,
Yeah, yeah.
and he refuses to do homework as well.
He is sickly and ill. Goodbye.
Please do not contact this number again.
Please do not ever speak of this again or contact this number. Beep. Oh, I guess Gabe's not coming in.
Oh,
It would
okay.
work.
Yeah, probably. depends
I
on how out of touch the teacher is.
I think the voice one is still kind of not as known, and the adults into millennials.
Dude, you seen those videos of the grandmas like reacting to GTA 5?
Yeah, it's like Grand Theft Auto crash, and they're like, "Oh no!"
They're like looking around. Like,
It actually looked real. Some of those look
some
real.
of those look real, but there was one where like a
Unreal
car
Engine.
like it like went halfway like up a ramp and did like a corkscrew in the air
Yeah,
and
yeah,
landed,
I've seen
and the
Holy
grandma
shit.
was like,
Yeah. Oh.
everyone
They
else
just-
was like looking at her.
With Unreal Engine 5 now too, you know that?
Yeah,
They're, like insane graphics.
it's gonna be lit.
It looks real.
Yeah, it looks fire.
With like there's like people editing like apples rolling on ice, and they look insanely real.
Oh, I haven't
It's like
seen that
always
yet.
something rolling on ice, and then
Oh, well, that's always been. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? There's a lot of people will remember this if you don't. So,
okay.
there's like this. It's like this 3D thing of a balloon, and then it goes through like these knives, and then the balloon pops, and it's just ice. It's like
Oh, yeah,
it's-
you
and then
cut it.
No, it's like
Someone-
it's a video.
It's the
And there's a
graphics.
balloon. Yes, there's a balloon going down this little like ramp, and then there's sets of knives.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Right, like right
Right.
here, right here, right here, right here. And at first, it's a balloon. You don't know what's in it. Then it goes through the first one. The balloon cover pops. Then it's ice, but it's like
Yeah.
stacked on top of each other, and it's like sliding through the.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
That
Like
is sick.
satisfying videos.
I thought
But
that
that's
was
not
real.
real.
I thought it was.
Right. Well, I thought makes you feel any better. I thought the little ball that like hits the xylophones like falling down the like it's like on a wall and it plays a song like
Oh, that's
Like a-
not real.
a pinball ball and it's like bing,
Yeah,
bing,
that's not
bing,
real.
bing, bing. That's not real.
Fuck.
And I thought I was like, this
Sending
wall is
my
really
family
long.
that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you didn't think of
I'm like, check this out.
it. I did. I thought it was real. 'Cause it
I
looks
think
real.
I did think. I never.
I never like
Truth
actually
be
thought
told,
about
I
it.
scrolled on it, but I
Yeah,
thought it was
yeah.
real. I was like, that's boring.
Yeah, this like guy who perfectly built the Weekend song on a xylophone ball
Oh, it's
falling down the stairs.
Pretty cool.
If they actually, I mean, even if you program that on a computer, it's probably
It's cool if you do it on the computer too.
yeah, but still not worth my attention unless it's
I always thought. Now we're bringing up things that we thought was real. I always thought that Webkins were
Love.
real.
you thought there were like souls in there.
Their souls were in there.
I can.
Because I would name them. My mom would
It's
make
a-
me name them after my own pets.
Oh, so you thought it was like a reincarnation
was
trapped in a?
Yeah.
That's fucked.
And whenever they would die, she would log
real
my
life?
account out. She would sign out on my account.
Like the
No.
real pet.
Like my real pet would die. Yeah. She would like delete my account. And then we'd go get another one.
Another Webkins.
Yeah. That
Jeez.
matched my new pet.
God, that's actually like I don't see the. It's really just fucked. If you
No,
think about it. It's
it's realism. It was my mom preparing me for the real world.
Well, how did that work out?
I still live in her basement. And I'm traumatized.
I actually still think about that to this day.
She actually won't.
And actually-
she actually won't talk about it with me whenever I bring it up to her.
Really? He's
Well,
like, I'm
None of it's
gonna
just
swipe
true,
that.
so,
Oh no, that's true.
yeah,
Okay, that would be insane.
yeah.
Well, it would make more sense if like after your dog died,
She
she
gave
makes
me. Yeah,
she like gave
that'd
you
be
Webkins
more
of it, and it's
wholesome.
like, look, it's the soul of
It's Muffin.
Cincy.
It's Muffin.
Cindy.
It's Cindy. My
You're
little
just like-
sister has a blanket named Cindy.
A blanket. Does
Yeah,
this one have a
It's a
soul?
Cinderella blanket that she's
Ah.
had since she was like 2.
She still uses
Calls it Cindy. It's like, why do you call your blanket Cindy? It's such a nasty name. It's got cinder on it and soot.
it. It's
That's what I
gross.
think. Every time I
Cindy's soot.
think, get your soot-filled blankie.
Yeah.
She's going to be 97 with Cindy.
Wrapped around her.
That's it. Cindy.
Bury me and me and
In
Cindy
my
together.
Cindy.
Well, back to sales.
Oh, yeah. What do you want to know about sales?
Well, I think you've learned. I can see your sales. I mean, you're a really convincing guy. So I think you've maxed out. You're maxing out that stat. That
I'm
was,
trying
That was
to.
already in the 90s.
I'm trying to.
Well, because you sold something for the Love Doctor, Tommy Ice, and then you sold
Yes.
cars.
So
There's something else.
Tommy's helping me out, Tommy is helping me out. He's helping me do his negotiations for percentages on his songs.
Yeah. And you're like, you just talk to my manager, and then it's just you.
And then they DM me.
Manager, ex-bodyguard, ex-friend.
Ex-lover. Ex-lover.
And this is actually the guy I actually wrote the song about as well. And he's my manager.
But yeah, no, I just realized like I have to have some type of skill. And
well, you've had that.
Well, yeah, but I've never
sold money.
put it
you
into
sold
something.
Concepts.
I've sold concepts,
ideologies.
Of things, yeah. I've sold made up things in my head. To people.
Yeah. I mean, you sold me that your webkins.
Yeah, exactly. So, right. So I mean,
well, I guess
that was just a blatant lie. But
I mean, sales is just the art of lying.
All it is the art of lying and speaking confidently.
Yeah.
About things that you don't know.
Oh,
so.
Yeah.
My thing is every time someone comes on the lot for a certain vehicle,
you know everything about it.
They know 100 times more about that vehicle than I do.
Yeah, because they've already researched it.
They've already researched it. I don't have time. Our lot doesn't specialize in one car.
Yeah.
So
it's like, okay, Gabe, you're gonna do this Chevron today, and that's like your car for the week.
Chevron
or the Chevrolet.
The Chevrolet. Yeah, no, I wish it was like that. But so basically, I'm just learning on the fly while I'm convincing other people that I'm the master of this subject.
Have you ever gotten caught? Like the guy did you?
After I sold it to him.
Oh, after? He's like, how do you?
After I sold it to him.
So I was trying to adjust the crank valve and the heat combustion.
No,
you're like,
there's nothing too crazy. Nothing crazy like that. Like whenever they ask me about engine types, I kind of just agree, you know? I'll be like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, this is a 5.0. Whatever. But realistically, like my one thing, this is like whenever I first started, I sold a BMW and he was like, where's the spare tire? And I was like, oh, it's underneath. It's underneath.
Yeah.
And so is the jack. Right? Like, whatever. Every car should have come with a spare and a jack. No, he hadn't signed. I told him this while he was showing the car. Yeah. While I was showing him the car. He had already signed.
Oh, and you got caught.
Oh, he comes back. He comes back like a week later. And he's like, hey, so I took it to BMW. And at this point, I had already found out that BMWs don't come with spares. They come with run flat tires.
Okay.
So what it is the tires will work as long as you need them to, short term wise.
Yeah.
To get to where you need to be to put a new tire on, right?
That's what.
It's a run flat. So.
Yeah. So you just acknowledged.
All BMWs don't come with spares. They all come with run flats, right?
It's a run flat. I thought you knew that.
I told him that. I was like, oh yeah, no, like I actually,
pretty sure
it came with run flats, and he was like, yeah, so took it to BMW, and these actually aren't run flats, and I was like, oh, so our service team put on a new set of tires because the tires that the BMW came in with were bald. We don't have the same policies as BMW, so we don't have to put run flats on the BMWs. All I said was, I told him, I was like, because I did tell him whenever he was there, whenever I found out, I told him at the end, I was like, they have run flats, right?
Yeah.
Like at the very end. And I was like, so I said, remember I told you that BMWs come with run flats, right? And,
yeah.
And
remember
he was like,
I said that?
No, yeah. And he was like, well, yeah. And I was like, well, this is what I said. I felt like the biggest piece of shit ever. But I was like, well, you purchased this used. So it did come with run. I said it did come with run flats from the BMW dealership whenever it was purchased new.
So maybe if you could afford a new car, you would have to worry about that. So.
And he was like, okay. And then he left.
Okay.
And I was like,
I'm never, he like calls his wife, like, I'm never going back. He's never going to like drive that car with a happy attitude. Just
No.
like,
he's lied to me. Yeah. I mean, well, it's like a whatever.
I'll show you a run flat.
Rams it into my desk.
You're just like on the phone, like with me or somebody, like, yeah, I just totally pwned this guy in the background of the camera.
See,
You just see it like,
no, okay. And then that's been the only thing that has been negative, because since that, I told myself that I am going to not give people misinformation. And if people do ask me questions that I don't know, I'm like, hold on 1 second. I'm just going to look this up because I don't want to tell you anything that's not true.
yeah, that's good. You're like Saul Goodman who has to play by the rules.
I have to play by the rules because, I mean, realistically, like, you're already buying a used car.
Yeah.
You already think I'm a sleazeball. The only thing that I can do
Be your friend.
is try and be your friend and be the most honest guy that you talk to
Yeah.
on your search for reviews.
Because then you'll have bad reviews and then
Then I'll have bad reviews. And
no returning customers.
I don't even want to say this on them.
What?
I can't say this on the podcast because I could get this could fall back on me.
Okay.
But yeah, no, is there anything you want to know about sales
Well, I do have.
specifically? Or do you have like a scenario?
Well, I kind of have a sales and marketing pitch, so maybe you could run this by
Okay.
somebody that you know. Well, I just had this idea. It's like an advertising agency.
Yeah.
So you know, there's the homeless issue is run rampant in most established cities. Correct? Everyone in the room can agree. Can I get it?
What cities?
Just major cities, Atlanta for one. And as we all live in Atlanta here, other fellow CEOs and businessmen, we don't want it. We see homeless people every day, don't we?
When we walk past them to our multi-million-dollar facilities?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sir, if I could ask you, how much do you spend on billboards? Quite a bit, would you say? More than you'd like to. Well, how would you like a walking billboard? Could I interest you in a billboard that's thousands of billboards throughout the city, all wearing your t-shirt, walking around your city with your face and name and company? Free. You pay me for the distribution and the t-shirts making, and it's free advertising of homeless men and women around the city with your company.
Okay, so
Just sign here.
what you're saying, hold off. So what you're saying is you are
Come
going
down to
to
Gabe's Automotive.
personally make these
Just gonna
homeless people
give
wear
out
the
shirts?
shirts.
You're
But
just
what if they don't want to wear the shirt?
There's another homeless guy across the street.
That's true. What if I don't want my brand being associated with homelessness?
Well, you're actually associating yourself with giving to the homeless because you're providing shelter with them. And we could do other things. We
We're
could
providing shelter.
well, we could not shelter, but
You're
clothing.
providing shelter. Oh,
Well,
we're
with your
providing.
name. So we could have other items, tents, blankets, etc. with your advertising. We're giving to the homeless while advertising.
So, what would be the appeal of advertising on homeless men as opposed to running more Google ads?
It's free.
It's not free. How much is it per shirt?
Well,
And then in the wintertime, I'm guessing I'm gonna have to get them tracksuits.
cheaper than your billboards, sir.
Well, I'm thinking about going away from billboards anyway. So.
Well, this wouldn't replace the online reach. This would be more of a local, citywide operation. So everyone in the area
who
we're seeing-
walks?
see how many. Think about all the homeless people. That
And I
you
guess
see.
that would be good because if they're walking, they might need a car, right?
Yeah, people walking on the street less
Yeah?
likely to have a car and probably more. I was just
Shouldn't
about to,
you have prepared that
I was
point?
just about to bring that up. As I had in my, if you let me turn, I haven't gotten to the PowerPoint.
Sorry.
So
Okay, how much How much per shirt? Because I mean, you mentioned to me that I would just be paying for the cost of the shirt. So I'm just trying to figure out where you would make money.
Well, I just wanted, if you could just give me a job as the marketing guy, and I just take care of this.
Okay.
And this would just come out of it would be a small portion of the marketing budget.
And have you had a marketing job before?
I was a marketing minor at Georgia State.
Okay. How much did you get paid doing that?
I paid them $40,000.
Okay. So you're really looking for...
I'm looking at return on investment. And you're looking... This would be an investment.
I'm looking for the same thing.
You should
right?
invest in me so that I could pay my investment and then invest in the company.
My thing is what would stop me from taking that idea right now and just having my son go and hand out the wares to the homeless people? What do you add to this deal that you would be getting a full-time job out of at the hourly rate of $7.25?
Sharon, can you go ahead and patent it real quick?
So you're getting a patent. So you're getting
There's a patent in the works.
So you're getting a patent on
Right now.
advertising on homeless people. How does that even work? Would you need to get their consent?
You're not allowed to. You can't do that.
Who can't do that?
You can't do this.
Who are you talking to?
Hire me.
Okay.
Hire me.
Okay.
I think
it's actually not a bad pitch.
I mean, it would be terrible to.
If you practice it like 2 or 3 more times, like, I mean, it's hard to say no to. I mean, it's like,
Well, imagine like.
It's just like me doing merch, like, and I
like
have people who are gonna wear it.
Yeah, it's like instead of, because it costs people spend thousands on marketing,
People do spend thousands on marketing,
and it doesn't cost that much to make shirts.
No,
Just
it
like
doesn't.
Every
It's not a bad idea.
TikToker with 200K has shirts, so
True.
they can do it.
I mean, this isn't a bad idea. If I had a
of-
bunch of money and a
The
business,
morality is
the
questionable.
morality
but
is a little bit questionable. But my thing is like, I mean,
you would get attention because it would be some
it
people
would be a
defend you.
good,
'Cause some
it
people
would be a
like,
good thing. It's like, oh, you're clothing the homeless. Like
It'd be
this is
like-
no cost to the homeless guy.
You're already a corporation. People are going to think you're exploiting the.
Yeah, no, I'm
people
already
anyway.
about,
It's
yeah.
like, well, we're exploiting them, but we're also helping them. At the same time.
True. And isn't that what business is?
Exploitation
And helping them. At the
It's
same time.
helping-
You're fulfilling a need at the same time
while exploiting.
while
Yeah.
exploiting their wallet.
So yeah, that was my.
No, that was actually really good. It's a good
I
idea.
thought about that months ago, and because I saw a homeless guy sitting on a
You were like,
bench. I saw a homeless guy
Needs
sitting on
more
a.
capitalism.
Yeah, it was very capitalist because like a guy is like a bench in Atlanta with like script scratches. They look terrible.
Yeah.
And I was like, and a homeless guy was like sleeping on that bench. I was like,
Yeah.
you might as well just put your face on the homeless guy and give out, just
Yeah, right?
fling out shirts. You can just put them in crates around the city, and the homeless people will be like, well, I need a shirt.
Yeah.
And they'll just wear that.
What would be really cool, you know, what would be really cool is if you set up the homeless guy and you were like, you set him up with a bunch of business cards
Do a little dance.
and you were like, since you're already out here, every person that you talk to, hand them my business card.
This is just definitely
It's gonna have their name. No, it's not. It's gonna have their name on the back of it, right? I'm gonna print out whatever.
Oh,
I'll write whatever the homeless guy's name
give
is
them
on
a
it.
promo code.
Yeah, and they would get a percentage of the sale if they came in off of it.
That's crazy.
Just putting
How
them
would
to
you
work.
even deposit that or give it to them? You
I
go
would
find
know. I'd
them
go
and
find
then
them.
give them cash.
Yeah, I
or
could
something?
find them.
Give them a Cash App card or something.
Yeah,
Gift card to your whatever you
a
sell.
gift card. Yeah,
So whenever you keep doing this, you could have enough to use the gift card.
I'd just give them like Temu rewards.
It's like, well, I don't have a phone to online shop.
Public
Well, maybe if you keep
library
making sales, you
has-
can get a phone.
public library has computers and
I'm not allowed
it's
in
a
there.
PO box.
I'm not allowed.
This is because you stink.
Oh yeah, we needed. This is
To role play.
This is a sales conversation.
Oh.
Because we need to talk about the phone number at the thrift shop
Yeah, we need to
that
talk
was on
about
a
that.
shoe.
Okay.
So we have a video of it, but
Yeah.
I don't know if we should play that or
I'll send you mine.
yeah, because we can just explain it because
Yeah.
we went into Uptown Cheapskate, which if you don't know is kind of like a H&M was a thrift store.
It's
It's like
annoying.
better than it's not better, but it's people who had nice clothes
At one point,
quote unquote.
who gave it to Uptown Cheapskate for like 25% of the
Yeah,
value.
it's like you go in there with a bag of clothes, like
Yeah.
from American Eagle, and
and you walk out with like $40.
yeah,
So
and then they sell it for the same.
and they sell it for like damn near off retail. So,
Yeah, but there's things in there like you'll find Air Forces, Vans.
yeah, you'll find
Stuff
like
like that.
trendy fashion.
Yeah, it's like
stuff.
trendy Goodwill.
So we were just wasting time in there, and we walked past this red pair of Vans.
Yeah, it's
and-
like checkered Vans.
Yeah, it's checkered red Vans, and there was a sticky note on the van,
Yeah,
and it
With a
said
full
a
name.
name. It said a name
and
and a phone number. And me and David were like, we have to call this.
Well, 'cause, like, I was confused because when you give, they check all the items.
Yeah,
so
no.
it's like they didn't have that sticker on there.
they didn't put that on the rack and have the sticker
they
on it.
sold it.
They sold
Waited
it
for them to
them,
put it on the rack, and then came back
came by and put a sticky note on the
Yeah.
shoe.
on just the left one.
So we had to find out what was happening.
I still don't know what.
I still don't know what's happening either, but we gave it a call, and some lady answered, and we were like, "Hey, is this so and so?" And she was like, "Yeah, this is his mom." And I was like, "Okay, well, I'm over here at Uptown Cheapskate, and I just wanted to inquire on
Yeah,
the red van that you have your name and number on it, so I figured
Yeah.
it was for sale. So
said,
just
oh,
wanted to get a price on that.
did you? He was in the other office. Did you say that?
No, she told you that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then I was like, dude, you know what would be so funny is if you called.
We waited like 10 minutes.
Yeah, we
and
waited
then-
like 10 minutes, and then
well, she said she'd call you back in 10 minutes.
she also said she'd
But
call
never
you
did.
back.
Yeah.
So
So what?
what
they just, like,
was
write
so
our name
funny?
down?
I don't know. What was so funny was like, I was like, okay, well, David needs to call and be like, hey, I'm inquiring about the van
Yeah.
that's here. Like,
And I was like,
getting
is this,
two calls about it.
I said the name, the full name that was on the card. I was like, is this so and so? And then they're like, oh, he's not in the office right now. He's
Yeah,
in the other office.
In
not
the
here.
other office.
I'm his mother.
How do you have multiple offices for this?
You're definitely just in your
scheme?
living room right now.
Yeah, right.
And then I was like, she said, oh, I believe you just called about the Vans. And I was like, oh no, I was just at Uptown Cheesecake and I saw these Vans with the number and I was wondering, and gave me the same.
Yeah, gave it the same shit. I'm gonna call you back once I get a price on it. So my theory is
like-
they sell it to Uptown Cheapskate. They wait for them to put it on the rack.
But they're
They get
getting,
it for
like-
a certain amount, right?
If they only gave the shoes, they'd probably only get like $5 for this.
They probably got $5 for it. Uptown Cheapskate was selling them for $17. So
Yeah.
I think that they come in there, they slap the sticker on the van,
It's just not
get you to
profitable.
call them and be like, yeah, hey, we'll beat Uptown's price on the shoe.
We didn't. Why did they
They
there?
meet you. They
get
meet
us-
you at Uptown Cheapskate.
It's not even covering gas at this point. Like,
Well, no, you think about it, because
if they're doing
if
this,
they
mass,
get $15, if they get $15 from the customer and $5 from
no, like they'd have for this to even be worth doing. They'd have to do
But
this at
they
every
purchased- but
Goodwill and thrift shop.
there would have to be more stickers
And
on
at
shit.
that point, you're on a list.
Yeah.
Like, if you see this lady with the sticky notes,
and also
100-pack sticky
and,
notes.
and also how are you going to do that transaction and then leave Uptown Cheapskate with the item? You know,
yeah.
like,
Well, they're gonna.
how are you
remember-
gonna how are you gonna pay some other guy for the shoe that's at their store,
Oh,
in
yeah,
their
you
store,
still-
and
you
then
can't just
leave?
I didn't even think so. It doesn't even work. You'd have to buy it from Uptown
I don't know.
and to even get it out of the store.
I don't get it. But they
What?
definitely don't have multiple offices.
Yeah, unless there's
what
like
I
a return policy where you can take off one of your items.
And then they would have had to purchase the shoe originally, right?
Yeah, I'm sure it was like used used clothes. But at this point, how much clothes?
Because at
do you
one
have?
point those Vans were worth like $60.
Yeah, so anything you paid 3 times the amount Uptown is even selling them for.
I don't get it.
I want to try to call them again.
It's 11 o'clock though.
Well,
Yeah, let's go. You call them? Do you have the number still?
yeah, it should still be in my.
Hello?
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 Hi, sorry to call you after hours, but I was just calling back, returning my call. I recently inquired about the checkered red Vans at a local Uptown cheapskate.
This Anthony. I'm sorry.
Oh yes, it was
He's
Anthony
not
on the name.
available here. Yeah, he's not available now. But I'll give him the message, okay?
Okay, are they for sale? Is this something that you are selling, trying to sell to others?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So how would we have to pay? Would we have to buy them from Uptown, and then we'd buy them from you after? Or how do we get the shoe out of
I
the
don't know
store?
how he has it going. I don't have any idea.
Oh, so
I'll
is
have
this
to give him I'll have to give him this number and have him to call you.
okay? That would be great if we could
Okay.
talk to him about that. That would be
Okay.
great because we were really interested in those shoes. But thank you for your call
Well,
this hour.
You're welcome.
Is
Thank
this
you.
his business? Is this what he does for his business?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. I'll let him know though.
Yeah, thank you so much. All right. Good night. There's no way. He answered instantly answered.
Can you give
He
us
does
his
that-
number?
He does this. This is
He
what they do.
does this for a living.
And your mom is your front desk lady.
Yeah, why does he have
Wait,
his
what?
mom's number on it? I don't.
How
There-
old is he?
He's 15, remember?
Yeah, yeah.
There's no way this. It
There's no way
doesn't.
she answered.
Why did she answer that and even entertain that? They can't be making more than.
I don't understand.
I'm just incomplete.
You'll have to ask him about.
We're gonna. We're going
I'm gonna
to
record
ask
that
him.
conversation.
No, we're gonna ask him because we might have to have him on.
We might need to get a sales course from that guy.
That guy does sales.
So we confirmed that this is what he does. This is like his hustle.
This is his.
He probably just steals it
Business.
back. He probably just steals it back.
Yeah, I bet he goes in there,
Or-
takes it off the rack.
Or if he sells it to you in the store, then you're just like screwed, and you're just like, "Well, I just bought these shoes, and,
Yeah, I guess
and
he.
I can't leave."
But
Like, and then you get arrested.
but there's no, he's not making profits off of it.
Or I guess
We'll
it's
get
like
to
if
the
he's a
bottom.
kid and he's like, "Oh, well, like, I didn't buy these shoes with my money, so like maybe I can get some extra cash." But you
By-
can just get the
by-
cash from selling it to the Uptown.
Why don't you just post it on?
Why are you even giving it to Uptown?
Why are you giving it to Uptown anyway? If you're gonna try and make more money off of it, off of the faith of someone just not peeling the fucking name
Yeah,
and
like
number
what-
off of it and be like, okay,
What type of guys are actually calling us that aren't like trying to mess with you?
I guarantee you that we are the first people to ever call
Didn't ask about it.
about an article of clothing with
The way they talk to us though,
they
they're
do it
just-
all the time.
They're like, we're in line for this shoe.
Yeah, no, we gotta wait for them. They're backed up.
Do you remember the name? I think we have a picture.
I do.
I need to look that up on Instagram
I
or
do.
something.
I do.
Okay, well, hopefully we can uncover that because that's going to keep me up tonight.
I'm cooked, and that's
Yeah.
the truth. I have nothing to say. I don't even
I
know.
don't even, my brain can't.
I
even-
need more information
Yeah.
about it. Is what I need. Because if I think about it any harder than I already have, I'll erupt.
I didn't think it was actually good.
I didn't think this was going to lead
Confirmed
us
that it was.
to this point.
I thought it was just gonna end there, but okay.
Yeah.
Well, we could switch gears here and close out with a little game
Okay.
to close out the episode. I don't know if you guys are aware of palworld, the recent
I
Pokemon
am.
copy. So this game has been kind of viral just because they look. It's like a blatant copy of not necessarily the gameplay as much, because it's more of like an open world MMO, like RPG, where you just
It's like a survival game.
yeah. So, but the pals are very identical to Pokemon. It's so much so that like, I don't want to spoil. Have you seen any of them at all?
Sheepy,
Yeah, you've seen a couple.
like the Gengar looking guy.
Yeah.
It's
So you
about
know,
a
you're aware of
Raichu,
like
the
what?
Raichu looking guy. Oh, just on the cover.
Yeah. Okay.
Just all of them on the cover, kind of.
Okay.
I didn't even dissect it that hard, so.
So I went through, and I gathered, a bunch of Pokemon renders and PAL renders.
And PAL renders, okay.
And I think I might show some of them. I'll show you both if we can get to that point, because then
Okay.
you could guess.
I should guess which one is the Pokemon?
Yeah,
Or
you'll
guess-
guess whether it's a Pokemon or a PAL. So
Okay.
I'll restate it just for clarity. So I have a bunch of palworld.
Clip talk.
Yeah, clip talk. I'll leave it uncut so you can see our clip. You guys can see our clip
Our
manufacturing.
our clip methods.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the only thing that's keeping us alive, guys.
Can you guess if this is a POW from palworld or a Pokemon?
I'll try.
So I've gathered a bunch of Pokemon, a bunch of pals. I'm going to show you one Pokemon or pal. So
Okay.
first up, we have this guy right here. Is this a Pokemon or is this a pal from palworld?
That's a Pokemon.
You know this?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, because he was in
I forgot the only game you've played is like Sword and
no.
the
He
recent
was
one.
he was in the most recent one.
Oh,
He was in the caves.
Damn.
That's
Okay.
a Pokemon.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That is a Pokemon. Next one.
It does look a lot better in that than it did on the Switch.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
it does.
On my iPhone.
So I am kind of was kind of thrown off by that, but
Next one. We have this guy right here. Is this a pal from palworld or is this Pokemon?
this is really hard. I'll just go out on a limb and say pal.
This is a Pokemon from
That's a Pokemon?
This is from the open world Pokemon game.
Oh, Arceus?
And this is like this is like the Hawaiian
or Arceus or whatever?
It's like Arcanine but a different version.
No. Was it from Arceus? The game?
Or this is Growlithe, but like a different version of Growlithe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fire. Well,
Yep.
I thought for sure that would be a pal.
Surely he won't go 3 for 3 on the pals or on the Pokemon, would he? With
Well,
this
I
one.
just got
Is this a pal or a Pokemon?
He looks like a
This isn't Cuba.
like a
it's violation.
Bulbasaur or a
There's a lot of
I don't-
Pokemon that
I don't
are
know.
like this.
I- I'll just say pal because he looks unrendered.
This is a pal.
Okay, nice. Nice.
But there is a Pokemon that looks exactly
like that.
And
Dude,
Actually-
it's the like the little face underneath the mask. I was like, that's a Pokemon, like with the suit on.
almost. I actually had to double check that because I didn't even know if that was.
Yeah, that was.
That's a pal though.
These have all been complete shots in the dark, by the way. So except for the first one.
Next one. Is this a pal or a Pokemon?
Pal.
Pokemon.
Really? Looks like a Lego.
It's Bellawesome. It's in Melee.
very
It's like the item.
Bellawesome.
It's an item in the Smash.
I could have sworn that was
Puts you
pal.
to sleep. It puts you to sleep, and then
It doesn't
that's
look-
when I Falcon Punch you.
Doesn't look like that, and you.
I
don't-
Falcon punched
no,
you with
you don't
this.
Falcon punch me. So
It is a bad render of it, but it is like an official game like render. It's
okay,
not like
well,
a DeviantArt.
that looked like a pal to me.
Okay, for this next one, I'm going to show you the Pokemon and the pal next to each other, and you're going to have to guess. You can guess which one's which.
Okay.
Between these, which one is the pal and which
Oh
one's
my
the Pokemon?
God.
This is how similar they look in the games.
Pokemon on the right, pal on the left.
Yeah,
Nice.
you got that one. That's a hard one, though.
That's
'cause
my
it's-
complete.
But what I wanted to do originally for this was silhouette all these, but it kind of looked
dude.
fucked.
No, I
But
would
if
never,
it was a silhouette, you would not.
I would never. No, you wouldn't be able to tell.
No.
I mean, I still don't even. That you could have told me the other one.
Well, let me try
I'm
this.
just getting lucky. So
Next one, Pal or Pokemon?
he looks like, what's that one Pokemon I really like? But that's a pal.
Yeah. And that is the Pokemon he's kind of copied from.
Yeah.
It's like a mix of that and something else.
I like that guy.
Yeah, he's sick. I used him in the last game.
What's his name?
I think it is Garchomp.
Yeah, he's fire.
Okay, let's see if you get this. Pokemon or Pal?
I could not tell you. I want to say it looks like a legendary Pokemon, so I'll just go Pokemon.
Pal!
That's a pal.
Yeah.
It's a sick looking pal.
Let me show you the copy of this one, because this one's bad. This is the Pokemon's on the left.
Well, that's pretty
The
ridiculous.
meme's like, can I copy your homework? You're like, yeah, just change it up a little bit.
Well,
So
they
they
did.
done-
It looks really cool
It's
though.
crazy.
It looks pretty sick.
I kind of like the Pal
It's like
more.
a
honestly.
cloud all around
Yeah, it's like
it.
a
Yeah.
cloud. Next one. Pokemon or Pal?
Pokemon.
That's a Pal.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think Pokemon. Yeah, I guess Pokemon wouldn't be
It's
so
kind of cool. It's like
upfront
a
about
samurai.
a sword. Yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't have weaponry as much.
Yeah, unless
It's
it was like a part
blaster.
of its
Yeah.
body, you know.
Guessing. We're done guessing.
Oh, okay.
Did pretty good, actually. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching episode 68, guys.
New episodes every week or other week. It's in the weeks.
It's within the weeks.
It's within 1 to 2 weeks.
It's always within the weeks, but we're always in your heart.
And we're always epic. So, Discord, if you want to join and interact with us,
And we're always
5 stars. See you guys next week.